Hello viewers, welcome back to the news. Recently, we saw a disturbing viral video where people were queuing at Tinubu's residence. They were waiting for palliatives on Christmas Eve, and this video has sparked reactions from several Nigerians. The lawmaker representing Bourdilon South in the Senate, Nudme, made remarks regarding that viral video. So Ndume wrote that the queues for presidential handouts at Bourdilon on Christmas Eve highlights a sobering reality. Poverty is a universal challenge that demands collective action and sustainable solutions. Guys, Ndume's statements kind of highlight the growing poverty in Nigeria, challenging the perception that poverty is, like a general thing for everybody now. He also noted that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration should try its best to reduce the poverty range in the country. At this point, I don't think it is funny anymore. Guys, it is not funny. It is not funny. It has gotten to this extent where from standing on Tinubu's mandate, people are now standing on Bola Ahmed Tinubu's main gates. People are hungry. Those that were standing on his mandate, they are now coming down. They are now standing on his main gates. This is just 2024. We are yet to enter 2025. We don't know what awaits us in 2025. We don't know the shege awaiting us in 2025. The country is in shambles. Had it been the country and the economy was going well, the country is stable, you wouldn't see anybody queuing in front of the president's house for food. You won't. But then, these guys are quite aware that Tinubu is in town, so they queued up at his residence looking for palliatives, looking for rice, looking for money. My country people, this is not funny anymore. This is not funny anymore. Our leaders have successfully weaponized poverty in Nigeria. They have weaponized poverty, that they are using poverty against the people. Poverty is now being used as a weapon, as a tool in the hands of politicians. And this is just, unfortunate. It is just unfortunate. And I'm sure those persons that were queuing there they are definitely Tinubu's supporters. I'm sure during the protest, during the End Bad Governance protest in Nigeria, some of them actually went out to protest. They were protesting, there is hunger in the land. Tinubu, come and reduce the price of fuel. Tinubu, reduce hunger. But look at what's happening. Look at how they were queuing at the president's, gate just for common palliative. From standing on his mandate to standing on Tinubu's main gate. And the funniest part of it all is that you see this set of people come 2027, once you give them 5k or 10k and maybe one cup of rice, they will vote for you. That is the extent, that's to show the extent how poverty has been weaponized, that people do not have any other option but to sell their votes, because they know, after all, even if we don't sell our vote wouldn't count, so it's best we sell our vote and then get something in return. That is the mindset of this set of people. That is the mentality of this set of people. They know our electoral system is in shambles. It's not as if people's votes actually count. They know deep down that votes do not really count, that people's votes do not really count. So they tend to sell off their votes, so that they will be on a safer side, to be on at an advantage. But they don't know they are doing themselves. They don't know that people's votes actually count. If everybody should come together and say no to vote buying, those people that are coming to buy your votes, you fight against them, or you fight them off, or you rebuke them, they won't come again. But some set of people are like patiently waiting. Some people, they tend to go to polling units on election day just to go and sell their votes. They are not going there to cast their votes. Instead, they are going there to sell their votes. That is their true intentions. And it is really, unfortunate that some persons, despite the poverty, despite the backwardness of this country, they still engage in this act. Some persons will say, oh, it is not their fault, oh, it's because of the hunger in the land. But then, they are making things worse because that 10K will not quench their hunger. It will only solve their problem for that moment, but that 10K will still finish. And at the end of the day, they will go back and start begging for crumbs. Look at what happened in the past few days, where so many people were, rushing to get bags of rice, oil, and some other food items. And there were a lot of stampedes, which killed many people. Many people were killed because of them rushing to go, get their hands on, even if it's one bag of rice, even if it's 10 kg of rice, even if it's 10 kg bag of rice. People were killed by stampede. Look at what happened in Anambra State, in Okija precisely. About 30-something persons were killed. In Lagos, look at what happened. In Ibadan, look at what happened. So all these things should serve as a lesson to Nigerians that these politicians are using poverty as a weapon and they know what they are doing. But some persons will allow themselves to be used. That is just it. That is why this country will never move forward. And at the end of the day, they end up going out to rush rice, and then some persons end up getting themselves killed because of rice, because of money, because of one food item or the other, because our politicians, they have weaponized poverty. So my country people, make una come chook mouth for this matter. Poverty is indeed terrible. It's a terrible disease. And so many persons have lost their lives at stampede, at various places, in Anambra, in Okija, in Ibadan, in Lagos. And who knows, more are still coming, but we don't pray for such. But it is funny how these people will end up coming out to say Tinubu is killing us, and at the end of the day, they go back to his main gate and queue up for palliatives. And Senator Nudme have said this is not the way to go, that the president should do better. I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.